Hello, I'm Brian from DIY Off-Roading. In today's video, we're going to be talking about building out your tool bag for your off-road vehicle. So come with me. One of the things I wanted to talk about in this video is building out your tools for your off-road vehicle. So one of the best ways to do that is to work on your vehicle yourself. If you're paying somebody to build everything and do everything on your vehicle, you're never really going to know what to take on the trail with you. And you might find yourself in a need of a tool and you don't have.
So I can't tell you exactly what tool to put in your tool bag because every vehicle is different. Every lift kit is different. Toyotas, Fords, Jeeps, whatever you're working on is all different. But there is a couple standards and I will highlight those in this video. So like I said, when you work on your own vehicle and then do as much as you possibly can, such as installing a lift kit, you know exactly what the nuts and bolts are. You know exactly what the fasteners are, what the torque specs are. You know all that stuff. So when you're on the trail and you hear a noise that you don't recognize, you'll kind of be able to figure it out because you have that experience of working on your vehicle. So if you hear some type of rattle or clunk or something like that, you kind of know where it's at. So what's very common on trail is for bolts to vibrate loose and you get those rattles and clicks and stuff. And then if you install the lift kits and everything yourself, you know exactly what the fasteners are, what the bolts are, and what the tools you need to do it. So that's going to help you pack your tool bag for your off-road vehicle. Now I'm going to go over a few staples that you definitely want to add to your toolbox and highlight a few tools.
So one of those staple tools that you might want to consider adding to your tool collection is the new Milwaukee Tools Insider Ratchet. So this is a very versatile tool that actually could take the place of many other ratchets and tools that you might want to put in your bag. So this tool is very unique. As you can see, it's got a hole going right through the center there. And the sockets also have holes going through them. These are what they call the pass-through sockets. But what makes this ratchet unique is the ability to adapt it to a 3/8 or a 1/4 inch, and even a nut driver such as, you know, torque bits and stuff like that. You can put that in here. So this tool has multi facets on what you can use it for, and that's what makes it a great fit for a tool bag for an off-road
Convert
vehicle.
my Insider ratchet here to a 1/4 inch, so I'm gonna use the 1/4 inch adapter so I can use extensions in my 10mm socket. It just pops the adapter in, and now I can put my extension on here and make it a 10mm. And we'll go ahead and start ripping and tearing. So there's a couple fasteners here, a couple vertical here. And with 60 foot-pounds of breakaway torque, it has plenty of power to do those jobs you're working on. So if you're interested in seeing a more in-depth video on this tool, I have one on my How to Automotive YouTube channel. I will link that up in the description of the video. Also, the tools that I recommend in this video will be in the description.
One other staple tool you may want to consider adding to your collection or your tool bag is one of these impact guns here. So you're going to remove tires and suspension parts or put suspension parts back on, whatever the case may be. But you don't want to take just any one of them. So right here on my left is the high torque version. Lots of companies have a high torque version. And then over here is, or these two here are the mid torques. But the one I recommend the most is the 3/8 drive anvil. And the reason why is because you want to put the smallest amount of sockets and stuff in your tool bag, but with the 3/8 drive anvil, it gives you the most options. So if you need torque sockets, and if you need regular sockets or deep sockets, whatever, the 3/8 drive ones are just a little smaller, a little lighter, and you have most likely more of these types of sockets in your collection. So I would recommend the mid torque one. Has plenty of power to take off any tires or anything like that, tighten down any suspension parts. And you're not going to have a lot of socket options with the 1/2 inch drive, and then the high torques are just way overkill and too much room taken up in the bag. So the mid torque 3/8 drive would be the one I would recommend. So those are some of the staple tools that you might want to consider adding to your tool collection. I'm Brian from DIY Off-Roading. I hope this video helps you out when you're going to design your tool bag. Thank you guys for watching, and be sure to subscribe.